right, so it's a perfectly pristine day today. It's right. Oh. And of course, we have to do leaf blowers today because, again, let's just do. All right, it's Monday. I think it's the people over here, right? Let's just check around. Let's just look like we're doing something, you know. Over here, so the yard over here, right? And there's nothing here, right? Oh, I have some clothes in, by the way. This is good. All right, so now, this should, there's got to be a better way. Damn. I don't want to be littering everywhere. Well, we'll come back some other time, but so what we're doing here really is not. Hi. Yeah. So we'll get a screwdriver for that. Well, we see that there's absolutely nothing here except for, right, absolutely nothing. No leaves. I know it's next door because it's a Monday, and that's usually when they come out here, right? Now, I'm too much because I get to make a video about it and how ridiculous it is, but the car also has some issues, so I have to take it in. It's been making this screechy sound, so that's the next thing we're gonna do. We're gonna make some noise now to demonstrate how loud the car is, okay? So, as it turns out, perfect time, right? As it turns out, I did get the what do you call it, the lint off of the vent, right? I did get that, and right, gas Monday, very nice. Welcome to now. If you notice, there was like another repair person. I don't know if they were the landscaping crew, but over here next door, they did end up knocking, and somebody was there. So it's like, wait, you're home and you're okay with this? Like, this is insane, right? These are insane people, right? I'm not the crazy one. They're the crazy ones. Anyways, let's get going. All right, so spy cam is initiated here. So again, this is 30 seconds after the last one. Again, this is now the third backyard shot of this, and I just want to show you that this is what they're coming out here for. To blow leaves around is literally the 3 leaves you see there, right? And again, it's such a pristine, beautiful patch of dirt. Yeah. So that's what all this racket is about. But again, I'm gonna make my own racket. I'm gonna make my own racket now because we're gonna demonstrate, maybe even over the leaf blower, what the set car sounds like. It generally screeches for 30 seconds after startup, so I will be making, what are we gonna call this? The Woodlands Orchestra. Yeah, I'm gonna be a supporting role in the Woodlands Orchestra here. There's leaf blowers, 2 of them on this side, and now my car is gonna make the noise, so that's gonna be fun. All right, so we gotta do another one because this is inside the bedroom, right? So this is all wonderful, right? Let's flip. Right there. And again, these are the people who just shove all of that stuff to the monkey grass. But anyways, enough for now. Wonderful, but anyway, so let's get in the car and maybe we can figure this out. Oh, looks like our guy's out. Anyways, say hi to an old friend. Anyway, so we're inside the car. In fact, let me open it because the screech might not be so terrible otherwise. I usually do this with a voice recorder and can put it down. Let's see. With my knees. There we go. The Woodlands Orchestra, everybody. So this definitely needs to get fixed. Even on drive, it's still screeching, so. I'm glad we have this because this has been making one hell of a racket as well. Oh boy. Let's focus since this is the little... So we're gonna stop recording, well, when I feel like it. Oh, we press the accelerator, right? And you know, it's I love it because this place is also sold as, oh, it's so family friendly, family. It's like, how family friendly is it when you're blocking the traffic here, right? I think we'll see it in the rear view, you know? Oh, of course. We'll see it in the rear view that you can barely get past these. Oh, you hear the screech? You can barely get past the landscaper, you know, flotilla here, you know? We can see it in the back. Can we see it in the back? Oh, you can kind of see it now. Can you see it now? Let's not drive on the grass. Yeah, yeah, you can't quite see it, but it blocks up all the traffic as well. So apart from making this horrible noise, and again, it's February, I'm not good with the dates. It's what, 7 now? You know? But again, so we had it on the 5th, the 6th, a little bit yesterday, right? Every day, there's fucking leaf blowers. In the middle of fucking February. Or I guess the early February, right? It's completely insane. So, all right, there's some people waddling across the street here. All right. You know, I'm gonna have to set up a dash cam type thing just so I can kind of, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, you might be able to see him in the back, but it's not as good as I thought it would be. Anyways, okay, I have my headphones because I'm gonna go for a walk here. This is gonna be a full day experience of video because there's a very special pollinator exhibit that has something to do with leaf blowers, and maybe we'll find some more leaf blowers along the way in that fucking neighborhood too. But I want to show a world that could be possible if people weren't complete assholes. You know, so we need to gather the few non-assholes around, make a neighborhood, and like ban all the assholes, right? I will show that, and I'm not sure if I want to talk anymore, so we'll just turn this off for now. Beep. All right, so we're dropping the Screechy car off right now and on our way to the special pollinator exhibit thing. One of the advantages of the leaf blowerlands is, of course, the many amenities in the area, like pools, which are closed most of the year. And look, you know, so it's one of those things like I'd like to just lounge out there, you know. It's nice and sunny. I don't hear any leaf blowers for now, but it's closed. I think a swim team is here, like in the afternoons, like late afternoons after school. But that's kind of it. It's like, so, you know, your taxes pay for it, but, like, you can't be right there. Okay. Like, come on, you know? And then even in the, it's one of these Labor Day to Memorial to Labor, whatever it is. It's the summer season, right? From late May maybe to September, maybe October. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But it's one of those things where it's open and it closes at like 6. It's like 6, what? Why are you closing at 6? You know, like, I don't know. I'd like to be here till midnight. I don't know. I mean, the sun goes down at 8, a little after 8 in the summers, right? It's like, let's close everything at 6. Let's pretend this is Europe on a Thursday, you know. Anyways, so that's, it's here. It's so close, you know. It's like, oh, and this is not the only pool here. Like, every little neighborhood has its own kind of 5-lane, nice little pool area. And it's closed. And it's Houston, right? And they do have upkeep for it because of the swim team here. So why can't I just lounge here, right? Anyways, so that's what it's about, and everything sucks, and you know. All right, so if you can see over here, there's the Xfinity sign, but there's the right behind me, right to the shoulder, right here. It's like what do you call it? Some natural wildlife sign thing. It's a lot less impressive because it's the winter, right? It's February, so you don't see as much of the bloom. Obvious. I should have known this, but the point is, this is kind of it. Is you still have some bit of a lawn, right? But you don't have you basically just have let the shrubs go, and it looks like they've been cut for the winter ones, and that's it. And what's kind of sad about it is like, well, wait a second, but this is a lot easier to maintain, right? You can see there's also some vines running along the window or something, right? Right over there. Yeah, those are viney things. So it's like you can let it be a bit more natural. Again, it's allegedly the Woodlands, so who cares if it's a little more foresty, if it's a little more wild, right? But there's lawn, right? And it's a lot easier to maintain. So what's sad is like no one else takes advantage of it. It's not like, oh, the Hoa, the evil Hoa doesn't let you do this. It's like, I don't know, this has been here for 2 years. I've been here at least. So I can't even, maybe we'll come back here another time when it's a bit more blooming in March or April, because it just looks kind of right. I get it. It's a bit disappointing to see it, but that's just okay. It's okay. It's fine. Let's take a nice quiet walk, right? There's an echo. Woo! Oh, that's interesting. And now we're exploring a creek. Looks like there's been some other people here. We gotta run. We gotta jump. Oh, we got it. Can you hear that? So this is why this place sucks. There's trees and nature, and it's like, you can hear it. If you want to take a nap out here, be like, oh, I want to listen to the trees and the birds. It's February, 8th? I'm not good with the dates, but it's early February. It's about, 60, I only have this little windbreaker on. It's I have to zip it down because it's a little too hot, actually. Especially in the sun. It's 65, let's say. I mean, how is this acceptable? Oh, it's going to be kind of nice today because I have to drop the car off, but then I get to kind of scavenge around the creeks and the different kind of open spaces, and I mean, it's insane. Again, it's it's called February. I mean, it's there's no more leaves falling, right? Like I've shown the picture of the backyard, right? Like that was probably what, November, when I used a rake and broom, and it took about 3 minutes, and there's barely anything that fell since then, because we're gonna do it until it stops. I don't this. We're gonna put all these together anyways, and it's been going for a few minutes, right? So it's like, oh, let's have a relaxing day, and no. And it's coming from straight up ahead there. But again, I mean, I could do the satellite and the screen recorder thing. Maybe we'll do that, but it's just so disappointing that you can never say, oh, it's going to be an hour of I can if I can listen to the creek. You can kind of hear the creek, but not when the leaf blower is going, right? It's just, and what if everybody's lawn or everybody's whatever had a more natural look, like, I don't know, the actual fucking Woodlands. The place is named that way, right? And okay, you don't want to be slipping and sliding on the pine needles and the leaves. Okay, then clear the walkway. But again, with a rake and a broom and maybe a shovel, right? A big one of those snow shovels that you can pile all the leaves into, right? Like, what would be problematic about just having everything kind of look like this? You cut out the trees where you need a house, and then the rest of it just looks more natural. Like, what is this obsession with, let's go move to the Woodlands, Texas, and everything has to look like every other generic bullshit suburb everywhere? Why? It's just insane, right? And then, because if it's natural, you don't have to spend as much money on it, right? You don't have to spend as much money on it. So now we have to spend more money on it, and all the noise. Yeah. And again, feel free to be even obsessed about making a generic looking yard that is indistinguishable from everywhere else, because why would you want it to have any sort of character or any sort of natural look to it? Make it look like, hey, are we in Virginia? Are we in Texas? Are we in East Texas, West Texas? Doesn't matter. It's the same everywhere, And it's a lot more cheaper. It's a lot faster to just let it be more natural. And again, if you have a backyard and it's big enough for kids to be kicking some stuff around, and fine, get a lawnmower and that's it, right? I get that, but a lot of these places aren't doing that. They're not big enough for that. So what's the fucking point? So anyways, I think that's it, but yeah, what I really love is the winds are not that much, but especially in Huntsville State Park, Leaf Blowerland State Park right here. But you can sometimes, if the wind is enough, you can hear the pine trees. If the wind, it's not quite as heavy, but you can hear the pine needles and the pine trees just moving. It's really great. Or you can listen to leaf blowers. That's probably a plane in the back, but the leaf blower is still there, so. And one of the things, it's been easier to kind of stay here and be seething about the woods here and how miserable everything is, because, with the car being screechy and everything. Did I mention? I don't know if I mentioned it. I probably should have done a video on it. Well, not when I was driving to IKEA on the rainy day a week ago. Well, of course, the perfect day to drive 40 miles, 40 minutes to IKEA. And it was raining like crazy on the way there. Raining like crazy on the way back, and the screeching car, I was going straight. I wasn't making turns, obviously, in the middle of the highway. Every minute or two, it would just start screeching for 5-10 seconds. And it's like, I don't feel safe, right? So it's been kind of an easy excuse to be like, yeah, the car kind of sucks, so, let's not go too far. But that sucks because, you know, generally, I mean, even with the state parks around here, Huntsville State Park, sometimes that gets annoying because I've seen helicopter exercises over. There must be a military base there, but every 2 minutes, you know, I've had that multiple times where you have these black helicopters, and every 2 minutes for an hour or two, they just come across, and it's like, are you people fucking kidding me? Sometimes they use leaf blowers there to clear the picnic areas, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? In the summers, on the weekends especially, there's blasty music, you know, that only is rivaled by the gym's outdoor pool music. And it's like, is there a fucking place where I can just be quiet? You know, no leaf blowers, no thumpy music, no helicopters every 2 minutes. Is there one place, you know, like... So anyways, but the state park is pretty decent. It's not that bad, although, well, maybe we can complain about it next time, but I will go back out there. It is getting warmer, because that's the other thing. It's wet. It's 45 degrees. Who the hell wants to be out there? Raining wet, 45 degrees. I'm not that crazy. Although there's no leaf blowers then anywhere. But I'll go out there. I'm curious about. Unfortunately, they're building new developments along the border of the state park. Oh man, it's like, let me guess, there's going to be close proximity to leaf blowers there 24/7 too. It's like, are there any developers who are like, I actually want to live in a place that doesn't have this? You know, like developers who themselves would say, you know what, I don't want to live in a shithole, so I'll sell the rest of these retards, these shithole houses and these shithole neighborhoods. But I actually want to live in like a good one. So I'm a developer who has the expertise to do that, but I'll have these extra things like we won't have leaf blowers, okay? I don't know. Really no one does this? It's so frustrating because, again, it's not like, oh, this is a shithole, yeah, okay, let's move. Right where? I mean, in the middle of nowhere, unfortunately, which kind of, you know, means you don't have access to blah, 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 whatever. It's a bit more trickier, and I'll do a video on that later. This is rambling too, but it's just, I really... Because, again, I remember leaf blowers of the apartment complex right after I quit college, you know, and started the business there. And boy, that was horrible too. Now, it was like once or twice a week, and, you know, you could schedule things around it. Because you could even ask of when are you guys, you know, ruining the entire scene here. Oh, and my favorite was when you had the maintenance people. They would be like on the balcony there, because it was one of those apartment things, right? So everybody had a common balcony to walk into the house, right? And then you would have like all the maintenance people screaming and hollering right in front of my door and window in the mornings. It's like, is this like the common area for you people to be hollering to each other across the apartment complex? Yes, it was. It seriously was. So that's kind of annoying too, but it's you know, it's a little harder to it's no one advertises this. You have a lot of these new developments around here, and nobody advertises that. I looked up some place that was, oh, nice lake, and it's, I don't know where. I might look it up if I find it again on Zillow or something, or they're advertising for it. And I specifically looked up their HOA, the Homeowners Association. You know, and they were complaining about clotheslines. This is like, if you look up HOAs, like every HOA has something about, we don't want the poors here with their clotheslines. And it's like, that's an amiable goal if it's like the 40s or something. But everybody has a fucking dryer. It's not some massive distinction that, oh, we are the dryer family. We can afford this and we don't want the poors here. And this is how we'll passive aggressively get rid of them. You know, I grew up in Europe, and everybody had clotheslines because, well, I guess we were poorer, but the houses are so much smaller, there's no place to put a dryer, all right? You know, but so I don't even associate with, like, poor people, because, like, everybody was doing it. And when I do it, it's not a poor people thing, okay? But that's the thing, is like, okay, so there's a sheet on a clothesline. Like, who cares? Like, really? Like, why? I don't even understand why that would ever be even an issue. Like, I guess if it's some indecent panties or something, even then it's like, who cares? Well, there's clothes in the wind. What? Like, that's insane. You're insane. You know, but these are the same people who then would have no problem going back to the HOA. I looked at it, and it was the boilerplate HOA stuff, and nothing about leaf blowers in there. So it's like, okay, nobody wants to do clotheslines anyways, right? Nobody would even think of it. Nobody even knows what they are anymore, you know? But apparently those are still forbidden, you know, and you can't have your air conditioning on the front side of the house. Yeah, it has to be tucked away in the back because it looks nicer. Ah! Okay, fine, but what about, you know, not being in a car wash all day? Where's a section, paragraph, subchapter for that? You know? On the off chance that you're not deaf, on the off chance that, you know, you're retired, or you're stay at home for other reasons, or, you know, you just like being outside because the whole place of you know, buying a house on a lake or something is that it's going to be a little more on the quiet side, right? And it's not going to be buzzing all day long, right? Or even, you know, let's buzz once a week and that's it. And then, you know, fine, people want their boomer obsessions with their leaf blowers, fine, but you get to do it on Mondays, fine, okay? That's it. And if it's a rainy day, fuck you, next Monday. And if it's still a rainy day on Monday, well, screw you. Sorry, we're just gonna have to wait until it's not raining on a Monday, boomer. Just gonna have to live with it, you know? And, yeah, I guess that's it. They still haven't called me. I'm kind of thirsty. They still haven't called me yet, so who knows, you know. My favorite is, it's about, what, 3:30 or something. My favorite, of course, is when they kind of lock up and they're like, sorry, we don't have your car ready. It's like, so I should just, like, walk 3 miles? Okay. And then I'll walk 3 miles to the gym, and I've done that before. That's kind of fun. There's some kind of animal here. There's some kind of hooting. That's just my shoulder here. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically it. So maybe I'll get to do extra walking today. Walking home, walking to the gym, walking back. So that might be fun. I've done that. You get, what, 20, 30,000 steps in that way? A little more than 20,000. I don't think quite 30,000, but hey, that's fun too, right? So anyways, I think that's really it. Yeah, that's it for now. More like Stop the Madness. It's all three are the same name. It's all the same. See, look, quiet lawn equipment exists, right? We got rakes, we got shovels, scoops, bigger rakes. All right, so the screeching you're hearing is my car. You know, I just came here 5 minutes ago after 6.2 miles of walking, 4 hours, well, a little bit of stopping and stalling. And the screeching you heard is they just pulled a car up. So hopefully we can get it done by today. But I come here and the guy's like, oh, you were hoping to pick it up today. I'm like, yeah, kind of, you know. But when he pulled it from where I parked it 4 hours ago, it was screeching. When he turned it on now, it's screeching. So he's hearing it, okay? I'm not making this up, okay? So anyways, that's all I have to say about it for now. All right, so let's have an anticlimactic end to today. As it turns out, it's making noise, and the guy's like, maybe it's the pulley thing, but I'm going back on Thursdays. Today's Monday. And I'll be there hopefully early, and they'll get to it, and I don't know. More walking on Thursday, so that's positive. You know, I got to walk a lot, and do these videos. So that's it. All right. Well, it is Sunday, February 6th, if I get my date right. And let's see here. At least it's what, cordless. Well, let's see here. Let's see, comrade douchebag over here. Oh, he's gonna come out. Come on. See, This is, I mean, you heard the electric stuff. It's not as bad, you know? And generally, if people are just puffing away at their driveway, it's kind of annoying, but it's a little better. Yeah, I don't even know if we're going to use this. Maybe we're going to have a clip show of all the B-roll bullshit. See? It's a lot nicer. Even with the cars in the back, it's kind of a